Oh, I am finally going to do this shelf today. I've made up my mind. I'm going to first I'm going to move up these two shelves and make sure they're all level. This bottom shelf is just 2 feet off the floor, and of course I need to make a assembly on the floor for the very bottom shelf, so that's going to come up 4 inches. So I need to move both of these shelves up 4 inches. I'll put a post here, and in by the wall I will put a second 2x2 post. So it'll be a 2x2 post here and a 2x4 post out here. Sometimes getting slowed down, things not going right, works out for the better. Because I've been thinking over this now for a week. And I'm going to leave these shelves right where they are. I'm going to put a post down. There is one bracket here. There's another bracket here. And then I'll put a 2x2 piece up here. I'll move this over tight to the 2x2 upright. Move this green over, and that will give me a finished look to this wall when I'm doing my videos. Underneath, I need to put a shelf down here. I wanted them 2 feet between each space, but this is 2 feet. And when I'm just doing these little starter things, I don't need 2 feet, I don't think. So I'm not going to bother to move them up. I'm just going to build my platform down there for my third shelf. And of course I got to make sure everything is level. Put the post out, and then these brackets here, the angle pieces, I can take those off and they won't be in the way. Currently they're in the way of the lights hanging. I can't bring the light up tight to the underside of the next shelf because of those braces going down there. First, of course, we have to remove everything off here. That's a lot of plants. Now, soaking wet. I have to talk about this later. This is a very important part of my plant propagation. This material here, remember that, it is a piece off an old 100% cotton bed sheet. That piece of plywood will come in handy in another place. Ah! Crap! Gonna have wet feet before this is over. So you have exactly 2 feet out there. That one's a tad bit bigger. I have a spacer in the back here, so you'll have to find out why that is. That that one is longer, so I had to take it off and cut it down to 2 feet. To make the platform for the bottom, now I have to make 3 of these. Damn it! See, especially with straight grain, you're more likely to split the wood if you just drill the screw right in. So we put a pilot hole first. Like that. It's going to sit on the floor like this. I'm going to make 2 more. Now you see the air will go underneath the shelf, both from the front and from the ends, and it won't stay moist in there and make a good habitat for sow bugs. Completed the building of the shelf. Now you may be wondering, I've got to get around the table here, why there's a wider space here than here. The reason for that is, you see the screw, there's a stud here and a stud here. I have these put on the studs. And to have it in the center, I would have had to put it about here. That's why I had the two different spaces. The last time I was at Canadian Tire, and in good timing, they had these lights on sale again, 50% off. So I bought two of them, $20 a piece. And you see, for this one I was thinking about putting one more there. And they put out 2,100 lumens each. So that will be 8,400 lumens. If you do your research on the internet, they throw out a bunch of specific scientific jargon for what your plants need. But these are 5,000 Kelvin. This setup, I only have 3 here, so we're talking 6,300 lumens at 5,000 Kelvin, and you've seen how well my plants are growing in previous videos. And so now I'm going to put the watering mat on it, but I'm going to do that in another video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Hit the thumbs up on your way out, and I'll see you in a couple of days.